Yes, it's hard to choreograph, and yes, you do get hurt. There's no question. I mean, there are times when, you know, as it would go, you're supposed to zig, and unfortunately you zag, and you get hit. Or he's supposed to zig instead of zagging, and you get hit. Or both of you are supposed to zig instead of zagging, and both of you get hit, which happened a lot of times. And then there was part of it that was designed, that we actually just went at it, you know, to make it look real. But the choreography took us quite a long time. First of all, I was never a boxer, so I had to train. I had to learn to box. And we had some great boxers who were helpful. And we also had a lot of film to watch. Of course, I emulated Muhammad Ali, the greatest maybe to ever put on boxing gloves, along with, you know, so many other greats, actually. I mean, because there were just, at the time, back in the day, I mean, there were so many great boxers that you could look at. I mean, there was a boxer named Kid Gavilan who used to do these crazy wind-ups, you know, to sort of get you looking at this hand and pop you with the other hand, and so I stole a little bit of that. And then there was Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, and my God, of course, Joe Louis. And, I mean, there were so many great boxers that we all watched film on, and kind of, you know, borrowed bits and pieces. But what we had to do, John Avildsen, who was the director of Rocky, I think early on realized it was going to be a little hard to shoot this, because we were like, you know, trying to herd cats with two of us running around in the ring, and to make it look really real. So what they decided to do was actually take the ring and make the ring a clock. And we would then set up and design in certain quarters of the clock what we were going to do. And we designed how the punches were going to be thrown in that area. So each area was pretty much choreographed. And it took us weeks and weeks to do that. But we were able to choreograph an entire fight and know what was going to happen. And then, of course, we had great cameramen who would then either be in the ring with us or just outside the ropes. And we'd have to, of course, you know, adjust things for camera. But the wonderful thing about, you know, just one of those technical things, when you're doing something like boxing, usually when you watch fights in movies, you see these guys throwing these big roundhouse punches, and that's not boxing style. True boxing style is very concise punches, you know? But when the camera's there, you have to make it look as if you're connected. So the combination of you throwing the punch properly and the other person supposedly taking the punch and having it all look right it takes a lot of time to choreograph it properly.
Now,